Hey, good morning, everybody. All right, let's see. Today is Tuesday the 12th. So this is day, I guess, 8. Yeah, I really don't know when I'm going to do my normal, weigh-in, kind of videos. But for now, we're just going to keep it, I guess, on the Tuesday. So I weighed in this morning, 407, so down about, 5. Blood was at 142, so it's peaked up a little bit, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. I know, it's come down in the past when I've done, when I've done carnivore before, so I'm not going to worry about it. So, how are things? So things aren't too bad. So I'm going to start walking, and I'm going to really focus on that, and I'll tell you why. And this may sound weird, but this is something I was kind of thinking about yesterday. So last week, the place that I work, I do data quality control I think that's probably the easiest way to say it. So if a job that has documents that need to be printed. I have to go through the notes that are in there. I have to go through the documents themselves, to make sure that everything looks right, that the dates, the names, everything is in there correctly. And then once I'm sure that everything looks right, then I send it on, and then it goes and gets printed. Well, come to find out that, there was a couple of rather large mistakes that I made. And the company had to scramble to get it fixed and try to get it out to the customer in the time frame that the customer was requesting it. Now, yes, I am, sorry, I don't know what's going on this morning. Yes, I am still considered new. Because I've been there since the end of September, so I've been there about a month and a half. But I really do try to, put 100% of myself into whatever it is that I do, and even if it was driving at the airport like I used to, or in other jobs, I always try to do 100%. And for whatever reason, looking back at the job and the places where I missed reading the notes correctly, I can see where I made the mistake. And, and I owned up to it. I said, okay, I do apologize. And I've been called out for something once before too. And then for it just, I don't know, just the whole weekend, I was just I was really dwelling on it. And it just, I don't know, kind of culminated yesterday. There was still emails going back and forth about this thing. They did finally get it fixed and, shipped out. So hopefully the customer will have it in the in the time that they wanted. But I went into a panic attack, and it was driving me nuts, because I'm still within the 3-month probationary period, where so from the date that I started, I've got 3 months, I think, until right near the end of December, where, if they feel that I'm just, not the right pick, they can let me go. Or, if for some reason, I feel that it's not working out, it would probably just be, I could leave, no harm, no foul. Now, obviously, I could do that at any time, and they could, release me at any time, even after the 3 months. But I think after the 3 months, then I'm, solid full-time employee. So that was starting to really weigh on me. And it was, and I was just concerned because, it's been difficult for me to try to find, solid work. And it, because it's not that I don't want to work. That's not it. I do. And I really do enjoy working, when it's, when it's in a field that, that I want to be in, not in a field that I have to be in. But yeah, maybe I'll talk about that another day. But so yesterday was just sucked, and so, okay, so I'm just going to explain the thought process that I was going through yesterday, and in a minute it will hopefully get to where I was talking about walking. So, I mean, it just, my emotions were kicking in, I was on the verge of crying, and it was just, I hate feeling that way. I really do. And it's I don't know. I realize that, men are allowed to be emotional, but I didn't want, I was at work. There was no time to have to deal with this. So as I was sitting there just trying to bring everything back down to a place where I could just continue to work and not, go running off. And I started thinking about, and I'm sorry that my fan is going nuts up there, because I got to record this at home and upload it while I'm at home, because for some reason I just can't do it when I'm on the road. I started thinking about a video that I've been going through from Tucker Carlson, and this brother and sister, I think their last name is Means. And, one of the things that they've been talking about, and a lot of people I know have already talked about this, but, the fact that, a lot of the garbage food that's out there, is filled with, with soy and these seed oils and all this garbage. And, it produces, estrogen. And I think that's part of some, the reason that, a lot of men are, they're not being manly, because their bodies are being flooded with estrogen. And so I think their testosterone is taking a dive. And, it started getting me to think that maybe I need to work on increasing my testosterone. And, and I know I've known this before, but I think two of the things that really will work on that is obviously stop eating the garbage, which, that's what I'm doing. And then the other one is through walking and going to the gym. And that's what I'm going to start doing. And it wasn't just because, I need to walk again, because this is something that I really need to do now, because I need to fix, me. And, I don't know. I know this, this may sound a little crazy, but I don't know. This is just something that I've really been thinking about. And, I was looking up, some of the different things that, that men can go through when your testosterone's higher. And, one of the things in there is feeling good and feeling better about yourself. And that's kind of something I need right now. So, because I just, for years, just being this big, I've just been, not caring about myself, don't give myself any credit for anything, just always beating myself up. And, that's got to stop. And I really think that doing this will help. So, and, the thing with, nowadays where, um, it's just, they don't want men to be men. They want them to just be, something less. And I can't, I can't live like that anymore. And so that's going to be one of the big things that's really going to drive me to do this. And so, so I'm going to be, starting on that today. I think the plan at this point is to probably go right after work. There's a mall right next to where I work, and it will allow me to, walk in the parking lot because it's kind of dead. At least the section that I park in anyway. Or if it's raining, I can go inside. And, so I gotta start doing that. So I'm going to be doing that today, and, going to do that every day. And then, on the weekends or, if I'm not at work or whatever, then I'll just do it at home or somewhere else. So that's one of the big things. That's, I've always talked about, find your why, find the reason why, you want to change yourself, and, when you want to start doing carnivore and stuff. And so the carnivore is to, fix, my physical body. But I think this part's going to be to work on the mental part. And then once I get going after a couple of weeks, and I'm really pushing myself to walk and to really make sure that I'm doing this right, then I'm going to look at joining a gym. I don't know where. I know my nephew was going to a place not too far, and it looks like it's about $30 a month. So so I may do that. It's small. It's a small place. But it is open, 24 hours a day. And so, that might be a good option. So I'm going to kick that idea around, probably go over and visit. Plus, my nephew was doing that for a long time. And so I'm going to have him help me put something together so I can start, so I can go in there and start using the equipment, so that I can, lose the weight efficiently and, gain a little bit of muscle too. So that is my plan. And we'll just, I'll keep you updated as things go forward. I just wanted to say thank you, and I apologize for not having the name, but somebody had sent an idea in a comment in my last video about going and maybe doing reviews on some of the other people that do, carnivore videos. So I'm starting to dig into that. And then they also talked about digging into RFK and some of the things that he's discussing. And so as I started thinking about that, that's when I came across that video from Tucker Carlson. And I tell you, it's really good watch. It's long. It's about 2.5 hours, but it's got a lot of good information. And if I remember, I will put that in the description below. But let's see, what time is it? Yeah, I gotta finish this up here, and then get ready to head out to work. But anyway, I just wanted to pop in and say hello, give you an update, and I will talk to you all again soon. Thanks, everybody.